Alright everybody, hello and welcome back to the Battle of America Season number 2 on MSP Revolution 5. And I am joined tonight by Ruptur. We've got Men of Pauses up against Team Ehug. Ruptur, how's it going, man?
How's it going, ladies and gentlemen, family and friends and such of the self-board? How's it going? It's a good night for NA Dota, I would say, with this series of Men of Pauses versus Team Ehug, managed by the one and only the Nairok. I don't know if I was allowed to say that, but huge shout out to him anyway.
Sure
and
Initiator on stats, don't forget Initiator.
Of course, yes.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, totally. I almost forgot about it. Also, shout out to our sponsors, Hitbox, Dota2 YOLO, esportsbet.com, and Daily Dota. Yes, and Latin American casters for, bringing us the coverage. Here in Spanish on Doom TV2, and in English in Doom TV2, and in Spanish in Doom TV3 with Matador and Ryusenga. So, shout out to all those guys as well. We'll be, having some fun with them as well. With the items, at least.
Where did the Dota 2 Daily go? They,
That's a good question.
They went away.
I don't know. Maybe the way of the dodo.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm just
maybe,
looking. They don't have our
little
matches on there right now. The last one they had was... Oh, it was only last night's Pain versus Argentinian Rejects and UG, not today. So...
Never mind.
They might have just missed today's games. That's okay.
Yeah,
it
probably.
Happens.
That's my train of thought, because there's actually one of the Dota 2... Oh wait, no, that was from Dota 2 YOLO, sorry. That was actually with Bex.
Yeah, there's no bets on this one tonight, but we do have some really good news for fans of NA Dota tomorrow night. Complexity is playing Root, and Battle of America is on Dota 2 Lounge. That'll be at, it's 20 hours from now, according to the Lounge, and will be a best of 3 at 1930 CDT. So it should actually be 24 hours from now.
Maybe they mixed up with the previous series. The hours, probably.
Yeah, I need to tell Bex about that quick.
Yeah, just to double check.
Unless my schedule's wrong, in which case.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, I think we had like 2 schedules released, or someone knows what the hell's going on. But the thing that happened with the schedules was that they did it like on European time. It was like, oh yeah, there is, by the way, they said that it was on the 24th, while it was like the 23 evening for us. So that kind of time zone shenanigans does happen.
Yeah, and we've got everything sorted out now, it looks like, with the dates and everything. So yeah, anyways, let's get into our draft here. They've been drafting, we've been rambling about all who knows what. We do have Men of Pauses with the second pick. So Lycan picked up by Ehug on Radiant, as well as a Puck and an Ogre Magi. Men of Pauses with Jakiro Tide Lion. Are you seeing anything here yet, Ruptur?
I'm seeing a really early Lion pick for no particular reason. I mean, this is not a hero that is on high demand, to be honest, and I feel like you could have saved him maybe for like a 4th or 5th pick. I don't know why you pick him up on the 3rd. See, now a pick like Phantom Assassin, well, maybe they want to delay their picks, now that I think about it. They do want to keep like maybe their most important picks for later. But I don't know, man. Okay.
Now, I will say, that's probably actually a deny pick from Men of Pauses. Magnus is very good. Well, I say that, but at the same time, you don't really have to deny pick when you can just ban.
Yeah, but I mean, Magnus and Lycan is pretty good too. I mean, you pretty much burst Lycan's farm rate to insane amount just with the extra power. So, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised about it. And of course, I mean, an RP into a coil or a coil into an RP, actually, that would be the better way to do it, would be quite destructive.
Yeah.
So I say it's a little bit of column A and column B. Like 50-50, like half block pick, half a good pick as well.
And he's very good with Puck. As I think you just mentioned. Sorry, I was typing my note to Bex. You did just mention that, right? Yeah, my bad. But yeah, he's a good pick here, and I love seeing Magnus in competitive play. The only downside for Ehug is they are very heavy on the melee right now. They've got 3 at the moment. Puck is very good against anyone, melee, ranged, whatever. But I'm not feeling their lineup having that much mobility. Sure, Magnus is a mobile melee carry, but he needs to be able to keep up with someone like PA and also stay away from someone like PA, who can initiate at very long range if she has to with the dagger.
Well, here's the deal. Either you get like a good team fight, you become, how do I say this? Dealing with the Menopause's lineup, either you have to be really tanky or really mobile, and I'm not feeling Magnus is either of them.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit of an issue. They may double dip into a little bit more team fight, but I'm liking the team fight coming from Menopause. So especially,
I'm really liking it now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Tidehunter followed up with Jakiro is a very strong basis, but adding on all this physical damage is going to mean that BKBs are not going to do that much. Honestly, no, Ember, of course, has a lot of magic as well, but BKB only means she can't instantly snap to her target. She's still going to dish out a ton of damage.
Lycan's going to be a little bit of a problem to catch. Not much, but I mean, if you're able to bring him before... Okay.
Wait a second.
This is a mid-game lineup, if I ever saw one.
It's also a greedy lineup. Ruptur, if you'll give me 1 second, I need to grab something right quick.
Alright. Probably a drink or maybe... I'm not gonna even delve into that. Because his girlfriend will kill me. So... saying that, you know, this is regarding that, we'll be pretty much going live regarding this. Any Dota just face off, I would say. You know, Menopause as being the not the up-and-comers, but the how can I say this? Like the uprising force on any Dota pretty much lands on pretty much. And are they? I always get confused. It was Menopauses or CLC that once were actually top 5.
I honestly couldn't tell you.
Or it was Void Voice. There's one of those who actually was like CLC, and the other one was I don't know.
I want to say it was CLC. Chad will probably know.
Yeah.
To be honest,
give us a hand with that, because
please.
I mean, if Menopauses isn't, it's a quite impressive squad overall. I mean, if they haven't been around for previous big teams, they should, or they will be in the near future, because they are delivering the goods here. They have a pretty good execution, and their draft is not too shabby. They're gonna move us 5 in the trade in jungle though. No smokes. Just try to maybe zone enemy heroes out. Lost is sitting awfully close, but he knows that they don't have anything to reach them with outside of an ice path, but they don't really want to commit that onto a level 1.
Ooh.
Okay.
Contract.
Well, let's see how it goes. No contract. Well, I wonder why.
We don't have an icon at the top for her Arcana.
Yes, we do.
I don't, but okay. I'll take your word for it then. It's probably just a bug. Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah, it tends to change, like, I don't know, like last night when we were playing, it was like changing in the middle of the game. It was like after the pick phase, it took like 2 or 3 minutes, and then just
all of a sudden it like realized, oh yeah, Arcana, by the way, let's fix that.
Yeah, like the game forgot about it. But in the meantime, if you want to, let's run over with the team lineups.
Yeah, and I appreciate them pausing for us as well. On the side of Ehug, we've got Infinity on the puck. We have up top MJW on the Magnus. In the jungle right now, we've got Sna on the Clinks.
Oh, surprising.
SN7 Dota will be on the Lycan in lane. And then we have Lust on the Ogre Magi. Over on the side of Menopauses, Ruptur.
On the side of Menopauses, we got Lokarnar, I don't know. Lokarn with a Tidehunter. already
Yeah.
gone for the off lane. We got Moo on the Ember Spirit middle, doing the standing again, if I'm correct. We got a sleeping Joey with the Jakiro roaming nearby the middle lane, just checking for any unseen consequences. And Scapegoat on top lane, rocking the Arcana with a PA. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be the safe lane, pretty much farmer and hard carry of this lineup. Even though Ember is, I mean, as a hard carry, he's gonna do the, you know, he's gonna try to pull his weight as well. But yeah, 100% win rate Hunter. And I think all of them are on Battle of America, if I'm correct.
I want to say 2 of them are at least. Yeah.
I think they did play TIE Hunter once in the group stages as well, so I wouldn't be surprised. MJW is gonna get harassed at the top. But yeah, just level 1 liquid fire, so there's no kill potential.
Everybody heard that? Anyways, yeah, let's talk about Ehug though for a second. It looks like they're farming the Lycan and running, dare I say it, Clinks as a support? I just want to, like, barf at that. Can I just, like... It doesn't feel right at all. I mean, it looks like Clink's support right now. He's not last hitting. He's been denying. He went boots first.
They're gonna try to play him like a bounty hunter?
I guess so, but... I feel like Clink's is much more item dependent. Otherwise... Especially with the Lion on the enemy team, you come up and you say, "Hi, I'm popping out of Invis and I'm gonna kill you," and Lion's like, "Oh, that's cute, but I'm gonna hex you first." Finger. And then give you the finger, yeah, and you're dead because you're Clinks. And without any items, you're gonna be so squishy that it's not even funny.
Maybe he's just playing it like this just to, you know, just do some quick harassment and just helping ensure the first levels into the Lycan, I would say. And then he's just gonna go full online into farming mode after the Lycan starts pushing and, you know, starts splitting up on his own regard, you know, like taking a Roche, taking, you know...
I mean, I guess Lycan could move into the jungle at level 3 or level 4.
I'm thinking more about level 6 or, you know, around that area. And then it's like, Smash gonna take over the farm.
The only real support you have here is Lust on the Ogre, and... Yes, he is a support. But he's a greedy support. He wants an axe. Some would argue that he needs an axe.
I mean, it's really good with an axe, but it doesn't prevent him for supporting, you know, without it. So I mean, it's really good. It's really nice. You could say arguably it's a core item, but it doesn't really stop him from actually doing his job.
Yeah.
So I mean, he could be on a roll 5.
Oh, he tried to phase shift that, but wasn't able to. Infinity gonna go down to the Ember Spirit on mid lane, and
Brandon
sitting
Sentry coming from Moo, by the way.
Yeah.
About... Oh yeah, the Clinks, that's why.
Yeah, he's very scared of the ganking Clinks, and that's something that that'll do. Okay,
so the semi-pro.
Yep, 2 were here in this tournament.
But the tournament that they were just before this one, actually. Yeah, you're totally right. It's like a weekend tournament, if I'm correct. Nice.
Yeah, it's every weekend. You know, Toffees, right?
Yeah, it's the sex tournament, pretty much.
The sex tournament, yes. That's SECS, guys.
You dirty.
But it is one sexy tournament, let me just tell you that.
Yeah, starting with the caster.
Yeah, Toffees does a great job with that, and
I think he's a sexy guy. Just say, no homo.
I have no opinion on that subject. Anyways, Puck gonna take down Moo on the mid lane. He wants to find JJ too. He'll throw an orb, but he's a little off the mark there. Now he tries to block him out. Lust gets stunned up, but Puck able to dive behind the tower. And that game we played last night, I mean, it didn't go well at all. Let's be honest. But
we were screwing around, to be honest.
Yeah, we tried to go Mass Dagon with Puck.
What Dagons, and then I just followed up later on.
Yeah.
I was like, well, fuck it. you already went for that one. I might as well just follow.
Yeah, and it really reminded me of how mobile Puck can be and the sheer burst damage he can throw out. I mean, you look at his nukes and they're not exactly insane nukes by themselves, but when you pair them up together, that's 560 damage or so. just between 2 spells. Then you throw a coil on for an extra 200 or so at level 16. And then if you add a Dagon on top of that, it's just insane amounts of burst damage. And it can bring down Lion pretty easily. It can bring down Ember relatively easy. He does
You don't even need a Dagon to kill Lion, I think.
Yeah.
The thing with the puck burst damage is that it's not also burst damage. It is burst damage that also sets you up for follow-up from another ally, pretty much.
It's not just Tinker Laser or something, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you add that up to maybe, I don't know, an Ancient Seal coming from a Skyra, you're pretty much gonna one-shot people left, right, down, and center. At least at these stages of the game, right?
Yeah.
Like, really early game.
Of course, there is no Skyrath in this match, but...
See, this is exactly what I was thinking about Ehug that we're gonna do. Lycan jungle, level 5, Klink's on the lane. Easy peasy, and Klink's actually... Well, Sna actually got a pretty good experience and gold income just because of the kill middle.
Yeah, him getting the kill really helped him out a lot. I still don't know that this is the strongest thing here. PA does have Treads and a Morbid Mask. Looks to be going for the early Vlad's build. And I think against this much physical damage, it could be warranted because it will give your team the extra 5 armor. The only downside is I don't think they're going to be picking off your team as a group. I think they want to pick you off one by one. And the other problem is that
superior bottom lane, by the way. Locan with the Ravage there. Lost, and actually it's not going to just get... Nope, nice.
Oh, he managed to get Invis before that. And PA is the only one that goes down. He got chained, but he did get Invis off under it. And the chains almost killed him. But not quite, and he's actually sitting on very low HP down here. But he knows those heroes have just retreated, and so he's going to feel perfectly safe to sit in the lane.
He's going to hit a creep as well.
Not to mention the extra HP regen for the Soul Ring.
Yeah, he should be fine. Especially since they committed a Ravage in order to do that.
Yep. By the way, big shout out to all the viewers. We got about 200 viewers in the chat right now. Big thanks to you guys for coming out. I know there's not even bets on this match, but hey, it's still going to be a great match, and we appreciate your viewership as well.
Betting is overrated, man.
Please convince me of that, but it's not working.
That's why I said it.
I've got 3 commons right now.
I'm not following it. I'm like, yeah, I know.
I've got 3 commons, Rupture. 3. It's pathetic.
Well, those are the kind of bets that I do. Like, I bet commons on...
I mean, I bet the dupes, mostly, yeah.
No, I bet commons because that's the only thing I got. All the nice stuff that I managed to get, I probably using myself, like the Windrunner Immortal, and that's about it. Now, Lots is going to initiate on the Side Hunter there. Quick Ignite. Good dodge on the Anchor Smash, but it's now missed it for a little bit, so he's actually going to get way less damage than he wanted to. Even though the orb is gonna still do, well, the searing arrows are still gonna do their job.
They're gonna do full damage despite, yeah.
But I'm loving this thing coming from competitive teams dealing versus attack hunter. It's like if you know he's gonna cast an Anchor Smash, just bail out. And that's something that actually I took notice like when we were playing yesterday because we were laning versus attack hunter. And it was like he was trying. Oh my God, was he trying to just dive between both of us and just, pull an Anchor Smash? I'm like, nope, just keeping my range, and the guy was just really sad.
Yeah.
Afterwards, the whole match went to crap because everyone went Dagon, but
hey, that wasn't why.
I'm digressing. It was your idea, damn it.
It was because Puck fed. I don't know who the Puck was. Okay, it was me. Anyways, Tidehunter working on his blink. It looks like he's got 1,300 in the bank, so I'm not thinking he's going for mana boots at this point. But Puck had a 9-minute blink over here, and that's definitely a great timing at the moment, simply because it just gives you so much map presence. It gives you great initiation, great follow-up for Magnus, or setup for Magnus, by that matter. Magnus is a hero we haven't talked about here.
Lane.
Oh. Yeah, and Moo, he throws out 2 remnants. Not that he really needs it, but he does have a buyback available if he wanted to go in here on Sna. However, Sna cleaning up a second kill, though.
So that
Yeah.
was kind of impressive.
And he'll actually be close to done with his drum here. Just about 275 to go. Menopause is probably looking to keep low card on tide until they lose. I mean, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's right, Inish.
And you have a 100% win rate. What else do you expect? It's like, just try to push it as much as they can. But in the meantime, it's not doing kind of a supportish kind of role, but still remaining as a core. However, I'm not particularly fond of the phase boots build. But it also depends on what else he's gonna build on top of that. Like if he's gonna build something like a Yasha, or maybe I don't know, something crazy. Well, an AC would be a horrible idea because all your stealth mechanics are gonna get totally destroyed just because of the aura. And actually, Ember Spirit getting a quick kill on Lost near the bottom rune.
Yep, managed to interrupt the CP with an ice path there and bring him down. Although I don't think he would have been able to TP it out anyway.
Thing I do like about this Lynx in this lineup, he provides a lot of push power. Like really good push power. Even though he attacks, man, he attacks really, really, really slow at the moment. But I mean, the advantage is like as soon as he gets levels and he gets going, I mean, he's gonna start eating these towers alive.
Yeah.
And that's another way. I mean, you could use the Lynx as a utility hero to some degree. I mean, if you get the phase boots on top of, like, let's say, a Manta or something along those lines, something that gives you a lot of attack speed, yeah, I can get behind those. Yeah. Usually, Threads is a little bit better, but at the same time, Threads is more for a core role, so maybe it's nice try to pull something a little bit more outside of the box, but not completely crazy, you know? I mean, for example, I don't think he's gonna go for an Orchid. It could be, but I really feel like if he's gonna go for an Orchid, his timing is gonna be horrible. However, on the side of Menopauses, there's just one, maybe two BKB pickers, to be honest, and of course it would be a great counter to the Ember Spirit, so... it's a little bit of a toss-up, I feel.
Yeah.
Like, this item build, pretty much. It's like you wanna get an Orchid because it's really good, but at the same time, it's like you
don't really have the space to do so.
Yeah, or you don't have the time. Now,
well, I'd still say it's very good against someone like Lion, especially. Tidehunter, they're gonna throw the Ravage. He'll catch two as well as some wolves there. A stun comes out from Lion, but Puck manages to phase shift. It won't be able to phase shift to Hex though. That's not. He's just waiting nearby. He's not in Viz yet. And Scapegoat gonna jump on him, but it's not gonna take him down yet. He wants to kill JJ. He wants to kill JJ really bad. He's just kind of hanging around like, can you guys get out of the way? Excuse me, your Lion is really low and I need to finish him off. And you can see Lokarn is just like standing right beside JJ, like if he comes near you, I jump him.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I think he might be going for Blink Dagger even.
Oh, dude, I love that FEG. Good catch on Matador. The PA FEG. On Dire.
Oh, yeah, I see it now.
I love that name as well, by the way.
Nicely done.
Hope to biatch. Scapegoat, you, man, are a smart cat, man. You. That was
Sleeping
amazing.
Joey, not so much. Anyways, let's stop looking at effigies and Snog. Gonna get jumped on. He will get taken down by Ember Spirit there. Moo is doing fantastically here. I know Inish was saying he didn't get to a Battle Fury, but it may have been before that time. Honestly,
yeah. It was a pretty well executed kill coming from Moo. It was just like a quick remnant jump into dust into chains, and I mean, you're a Clanks. There's literally nothing you can do about it. Maybe just, sit there and fight, but you're gonna lose that match. You're gonna lose that fight hard. Now Infinity. Whoa. You still alive, man?
Yeah. Infinity actually able to take down the kill. Oh, sorry, I thought you were taking the team fight for me, man.
Oh, no.
My apologies.
Oh, no, don't worry, then I can take over. I actually love getting an impale, and now Muno, his tail, is gonna try to... No, he's actually gonna TP out because he has no mana there, and yeah...
He's afraid of the double damage as well.
Yeah.
I honestly think, though, a Dagon on Puck here, I know I may be harping on it a bit because of last night, but I think it actually could work here. You've got squishy heroes like Lion, PA, and
It's
Ember.
alright. And you already have that null talisman, which is a big part of it.
Dire's middle tower
Yeah.
Because you're saving yourself like 300 to 600 gold, and actually Tidehunter gonna get ganked up in the middle of. Shout out to Revo and Ruptur3. Yep, they're gonna actually get the Tidehunter in the jungle there. Oh, okay, they got a good vision out of there with the ward. Really aggressive ward, by the way.
Dire's bottom tower
Yeah,
is
Dagon would be kind of nice, but I would say first get like a Lincoln's or something to buffer up, just to not be sitting on around 900 hit points.
Here's
Just
the problem,
saying.
though. If you don't build that Dagon fast, it loses its worth very quickly. Because you're able to.
I disagree. I honestly disagree because yes, versus the PA might not be the best since she's gonna build a BKB, but outside of that, who else is gonna actually go for a BKB on the side of menopauses?
That is a good
Ember
point.
is not gonna go for it. He doesn't want to. I mean, he will be forced to, but he doesn't really want to. Lion is not
Oh.
gonna get too much help.
RP
actually-
mid though onto the Ember. MJW, he's gonna get stunned up. He'll push him back. There's a 2-man silence out from Puck and a Hex on a creep. That's a little awkward. Puck could land a good coil here, but there's no real follow-up. And Infinity looking for a way out. He'll get buffed up. He'll throw the coil, but there's a Ravage. They don't seem to care about the coiled up under the Tidehunter. And yeah, it's gonna connect on 2 and take him down pretty quickly there.
He just managed to land the Ravage just before the Puck phase shifted.
Radiant structures are falling.
Maelstrom. Yeah, he probably is gonna go Maelstrom, to be honest.
Yep, and this is what I was thinking, Anish, when you were saying he didn't go Battle Fury. I'm thinking, well, he must have gone Maelstrom. I don't know how he would have won otherwise. Maelstrom, though, is a very good idea. Back 2 or 3 patches ago, I think it was looked at as the standard pickup and Battle Fury the pub pickup, and now it's kind of been reversed. But I actually think Maelstrom's a bit better. Renessa pointed out to me a while back with the patch notes that they actually changed the way Maelstrom worked. It used to be that if you already had like a lightning bolt doing damage that was procced already,
Oh, they found Sna.
you couldn't proc another one, but now you can. And yeah, they find Sna, but a silence comes in for
nice.
Puck. Nice skewer in there and an orb to help secure the kill. Clink's just gonna turn around and toss an arrow at him to secure it.
That was some just fortunate timing that the guys of Ehug were around, you know, on the top lane. And it kind of worked like a reverse bait, pretty much. Because the Ember Spirit saw Sna with the sentry here. But Sna was like, okay, he's about to jump him. He actually popped the dust for it. And Sna did that smart thing and just rolled back to his teammates. And yeah, 20 minutes and power threats on the Phantom Assassin.
And a Mask of Madness, which this is where like, okay, Puck, build a Dagon, go ahead, please. I don't think it's I think it's good because you can just burst PA down even quicker. She's lowered her effective HP by 30%, basically. But Puck will be going for what looks to be either a Yule's or just the straight up Hex, and I think Hex may be the way to go here.
Yeah. Probably
It's gonna be Yule's,
Phantom
though.
Assassin is going full attack speed, full procs. I
Yeah.
mean, you add up a Hyperstone on top of this, and she's gonna attack like a Juggernaut.
In fact, this is the second time tonight we've seen this exact build with Treads and Blur. Now, we didn't see Mask of Madness in the other one. We saw, I think, Battle Fury instead. But, yeah, I think BKB is going to be necessary next,
Yeah.
Rupture. But I think it's mainly for the attack speed. Oh, no, it's going to be a Basher. So very aggressive coming out from PA.
Yeah, she's YOLOing. She's YOLOing.
Yeah. I don't like this as much.
This is what we call in the South, because we saw builds similar here going into the South American servers in general, in Dota 1 specifically.
Yeah.
This is what we called, how can I say this? La Asesina Suicida, which means the suicidal assassin.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the grandfather of the sniper build that we now see nowadays. That is pretty much.
Or any Huskar build ever.
Yeah, pretty much. And oh, actually gonna flash smokes, and actually Infinity is gonna pop the enemies in smoke. So Good on him. Won that smoke battle. So yeah, probably that's what's going on here with PA. I mean, she does not need much damage because she has. Well, never mind. I'm talking out of my ass here because I thought that the Magnus wasn't her team. Never mind.
But she has her crits. Anyway.
Yeah, she has her crits, and she doesn't not really need that much damage, but she does need the procs. Because if RNG is on her side, which she's gonna try to force it just by sheer attack speed alone, it's pretty much you need anything that procs every time you attack. Either you get a stun, you get a crit, or you get something. And actually, Moo is actually gonna survive Snaza.
Oh,
and
Snot was a little mystified there. He's like, wait a second, there's a TP here. Where is the Ember? Didn't have time to go all the way over there, I don't think. And
I think it was a little bit. I think he miscalculated a little bit the damage because the Ember wasn't like on 20 hit points. So he was like, okay, yeah, that Soul Burn is totally gonna kill him, right? Not quite. Very close though. But not quite.
But Moo gonna continue to live. It's 11-8 here. Ehug in the lead. About a 10k gold lead for them, as well as about a 10k XP lead at 20 minutes. This game's looking really good for them. They keep getting ahead a little more. Net worth is in their favor. PA sitting pretty far behind. And the fact that they have a very greedy 4-core lineup, basically, it really helps them out in the late game. Of course, like, yes, you're going to lose big heroes every time you lose a hero, but your heroes are also just better in general. And Lokarn comes in. I think he was trying to find a Ravage there, but didn't have any follow-ups, so not much point in using it. And meanwhile, there's a stun out. He's baiting for the PA. The PA is waiting at the tower. There's a TP in from Jakiro as well. I don't think they're going to fall for it, though.
With that shockwave and that orb scouting stuff up, they know something's off.
We do have Blink Force on the Magnus, though, so lots of mobility up for him. Moo sitting on the Maelstrom.
You know what I would love?
What's that?
Maelstrom on top of a cleave in the Ember Spirit, just to you know, fully exploit that, and then just add up a crit on there.
Yeah, it can definitely work.
And just, you know, just finish up the Mjolnir so you will be able to farm really fast with cleave damage on top of that, and you will have critical potential. You're not gonna hit as hard as you usually do, but at the same time you will be dealing a lot of different styles of damage because you will be dealing magical damage, you will have better sustain, your farm rate is gonna increase a lot with the extra attack speed. I mean, you're gonna go full disco pretty much, as Tubby would say.
Guys, I am seeing some quick comments about my camera control. Sorry about that. We'll try to focus a bit better right here.
You need more candy, man. You need more candy or chocolate.
Well, that's what I went to grab. I went to grab a quick granola bar there to give me some quick energy. It didn't work so well.
Alright. At least it's not 4x3 today. You know what? Fuck you, man. Screw you. Fuck you.
If you'd like it to not be 4x3 in the future, you can donate below and help Rupture improve his PC. If it's really that much of a complaint for you.
You can get a ticket and watch it yourself.
Yeah, that too. But yeah, it's all he has, and he had to step in for me because it was way too late for me to cast the other night. Anyways.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Seriously, who does that, man?
I don't know.
I'm just kidding. Lokarn actually on bottom lane is gonna try to engage on Lust.
And Lust is going down. There's no way out for him right here. He buys out some wards and a TP. It says team space created. Hopefully you guys are doing something. And they have been able to take down the tier 2 top. They're pushing excellently here, despite being against a Jakiro. And Jakiro only been able to take down 2 towers. They've been able to take down 3 on the side of Ehug.
He actually went for Orchid, actually. Alright.
On who?
Clinks.
Yeah, you talked about that.
I was saying that's not what... I wasn't too fond of the idea of him going Orchid, just by the fact that his timing was totally off, but he manages to, you know, farm efficiently, push efficiently, and I mean a 24-minute Orchid on top of everything else that he has is quite good, actually.
Especially when you're kind of like a 4-position Clinks.
Yeah.
I mean, really you're not 4-position, but there's so much
feels
farm
like
on the map, but it's all being contested by your allies. That's the problem for Ehug right now, is that they have so much farm, but if they weren't already ahead, they need to sit back and wait for a hard carry to farm. But in the meantime, these other carries are just not getting any items, and that's where things kind of fall apart.
Yeah.
Dire's bottom tower has been denied.
They did deny the bottom tower though, but still they're losing a lot of map control. And let's see what can I find curious here. AC already on. Man, this Lycan is stacked the fuck up, man. 25 minutes.
Yeah, with the Magnus
Midas.
Cleave and the Midas,
And AC, yeah.
yeah. And Magnus just keeps putting him with the Cleave, and that's another thing that's helping Lycan push immensely.
Yeah, that's something we did discuss on the draft stage, and I was saying, like, you know,
here's the
empower
problem,
with
though.
Lycan's really good.
Everybody's farming. Even Lust is like, I'm taking this hard camp, buddy. Don't come over here for last hits. And he's just kind of wandering around the jungle right now, where if they only had one hero, here, farming, they could actually give all that farm to one hero. Now, the fact is, with the Midas, which is actually really good here in this greedy lineup, they're going to be able to get farm anyway. So it works out anyways.
Okay, wait a minute. What the hell is this?
What? What?
Yeah?
Against the Clinks. Okay, I
yes. I mean, against the Clinks and the Lycan is kind of okay, but what are you gonna get out of this?
not dying.
No,
Hopefully.
but what are you gonna get out of this on the long run? It's like you're
Nothing.
gonna end up selling this thing anyway, man. Or you're gonna go for Ethereal Blade, which, yeah,
E-Blade Slide of Fist. Oh wait.
Me, man. He's like, what the hell? It's like, I mean, I understand the fact of what the ethereal form gives to you.
Yeah, of course.
But you're
It's
dealing
just
with
the
a puck.
situation
first
doesn't
of all.
make sense.
Yeah,
First of
you're
all,
dealing with a puck. First of all, the Clinks has already an Orchid, which you should have seen by now, or you should have expected by now as an Ember Spirit. And again, there is like, okay, this is 1600 just to not die to, you know, right clicks, hopefully, but probably get bursted down by magic damage. And at the same time, it's like, what are you gonna get out of this item on the long run? Because one of the main things about itemization in Dota in general.
GG, well played, 322. We're done.
Yeah. Recontra. Yeah, he thinks it's really, really bad. It's like, one of the main core aspects of Dota in general is just like, okay, you're building items to reach to a certain point, right?
Yeah.
You build a Perseverance to get a Battle Fury, right? You build a Perseverance to get a Lincoln. You build a Helm of the Dominator to get a Satanic, right? Item progression.
Yeah.
I'm not talking space science here. So, where is the item progression by this? I mean, yes, it's a good value item, you could say, just in order to not get, you know, totally destroyed with physical damage, but outside of that, it really doesn't let you.
Oh no, they're Hex up Snaw, and they'll find him over here with the finger. They'll take him down. Phantom Assassin finding a kill. The Mask of Madness is actually going to help her out quite a bit, and now she's going for a BKB, and we'll have it pretty much any second now.
And this is when all these weird items kind of line up, you know.
Yeah.
This, Mask of Madness threats situation, because she pretty much is gonna try to make the most out of those 10-second BKBs. I mean, the first BKB for this Phantom Assassin should be huge, and she should be taking like 2 or 3 kills in the back of that.
And Snaw, his BKB comes up, is just going to TP out. They can deny the tower, but that's more Roche control and map control going over to Ehug at the moment. Meanwhile, top tower gets taken down by the Dire.
At least they make a trade out of that, but
they're actually going to use their gem, which is picked up on the Lion a long time ago, to do that.
Mm-hmm.
My one thing about the Ember Ethereal is, or Ghost Scepter, not Ethereal for sure, is that it will save him from Clinks alone. And that's how Clinks likes to gank. No, it'll save him. Because think about it.
Not really, because he has an Orchid, and here's the deal. I mean, if he's really quick on the fingers, he might be able to get a save, but here's the problem. remember that the Orchid damage, if I'm correct, I'm not sure if the Soulburn is magical damage, right?
Yeah, but if there's no physical damage to back it up, he doesn't get damage off the Orchid.
Yeah, but usually what happens with a Clinks is gonna get a jump on you and land 2 or 3 right clicks for free, pretty much, because you're not gonna expect them unless you have a gem, right?
I still think that the Ghost Scepter's a really good pickup here for that reason. Because
I would say for the Lycan is a better argument. I mean, I know what you're getting, but I feel like it's more for the Lycan.
Well, Lycan's
Lycan
gonna fight
is like,
with the team,
you literally
though.
cannot do anything about you being Ghost Scepter, right?
Lycan's with the team,
has some
and Puck and Ogre are gonna be there.
Yeah.
Clinks, I mean, he really doesn't, though. If he pops out of Invis and Ember's like, okay, Ghost Scepter, we're done here. You can't touch me for 4 seconds. 2 or 3 hits from Clinks aren't gonna do that much damage to kill off Moo. I really don't think.
Well, but the silence will kind of counteract the Ghost Scepter advantage because you're not able to get out.
Yeah, but you can start walking away, and by the time you're
Remember
unsilenced
on
as
the
Ember,
you walk
though,
slowly, yeah?
not with Ghost.
Never mind.
Not with
That
Ghost
was an
Scepter.
old. That was an old patch. Never mind. I'm too
It's,
old.
you're thinking of Pugnus Decrepify.
That as well. Yeah. I was thinking more about Pugnus Decrepify,
I mean,
but I also was thinking Warcraft 3.
We can argue it back and
There's
forth.
those.
Yeah, target unit is slow with Ethereal. You're right about that. Never mind. Sanaa, though, gets the silence off, but gets crit down by PA. The Ghost Scepter coming out from Ember right now. Apparently, he can Ghost and use Sleight of Fist. I'm not sure that
Yeah,
is...
how does that work?
Well, okay. Actually, I think it actually can work.
Yeah, but
We'll talk about it in a second, though. As PA is jumping on MJW, we'll find Puck instead for a moment. And then just going to jump back. BKB up. There's no RP available at the moment. No Blink Dagger as well as he gets hit with that dagger. He turned around to buff himself up, and that's a double kill for Scapegoat. The only one surviving here is the Ogre Magi, who I believe TP'd out or died at the beginning of the fight and is just respawning.
Yeah, I mean, I know that it.
Oof.
I know the interaction.
4K
How it works.
gold
It's
change.
like, how is that even kind of like fair? You know? It's
Yeah,
like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna slide a fist while I'm ethereal. What the hell are you gonna do? Well, nothing.
You
But at the
don't
same
hit
time-
targets that are ethereal because it is physical damage.
Radiant's middle
But since it's technically a spell, I guess you can dish out physical damage during ethereal form, which doesn't seem right, but hey, it works. And it makes the move semi-invulnerable for a moment.
Yeah. But I feel like the big winner of that engagement was Scapegoat. That 10-second BKB he just did so much damage and
Yeah.
so much control overall. I mean,
And now he has an Abyssal. Oh my god.
Yeah.
GG, go
Here's
next.
the bad thing. If somehow they manage to get the jump onto that Phantom Assassin, she is dead meat. She
Yeah.
is so bleeding dead. 1600 hit points is not bad, but you know, with a Mask of Madness and just, I mean, the potential burst that Ehug has,
Yeah.
she's gonna be dead meat. So she's relying really heavily on that BKB. So if for some reason Ehug manages to force BKBs out of her,
They can basically say she can't fight for the next moment.
well,
Not
that
really
and on top
minutes,
of that,
but-
the longer it goes, if she's sitting on a 5-second BKB, she's like, okay, I can engage half of the team and then just run the fuck out.
Yeah, and that's a hex up on
Otherwise, I'll
Puck.
die.
Infinity is farming excellently on this Puck. He's got a Yules and a Hex in 30 minutes. I mean,
Now
it's not unheard of, but there's an RP out on Moo. They'll push him back, silence him up. The gym going down, and Infinity finding a big kill right now. He will phase shift out, trying to dodge the potential Ravage, but Tide goes down before anything can come out. And Ehug just saying, hey, you want to take a fight? We can take one too. And just finding 2 big pickoffs right now. 4 staff up on the Jakiro, but
middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, that's another thing also that it's worth noting is like the Puck with that Hex is like, okay, I don't give a flying crap about your Ghost Scepter. I'm just gonna Hex you and just beat you up, which is true with any other item, by the way. But it's like, well, I mean, you're not able to burst people as fast, though. But actually, an Ethereal wouldn't be such a bad idea now that you're actually committed to the Ghost Scepter,
yeah.
just to save someone else. Just for that reason alone. Just play it out like as a support item, and it's gonna give you a lot of stats. But
Yeah, the
look at
stats are
that,
nice
just
on it.
Destroying those racks, man. Just demolishing.
And I mean, we can talk crap about the Ghost all we want, but he's got his Battle Fury now, and it...
Yeah. No, I'm not talking crap. I'm like, okay, I mean, might as well. You're there. Just don't half-ass it and just, you know, finish up the ethereal. However, he does need some extra damage, so I think he's gonna delay it. And actually, the PA better trade with.
PA just man fighting. She can't lifesteal quite enough. Though Yule's Clink's up in the air right now, and they're gonna try to take him down now. Charge away from Magnus. There's your Ravage coming through. It doesn't catch anybody though. And MJW with a 2-man RP, he does buff himself up, but gets Hex as well. But Infinity coming in, he'll get the silence on 4. He's looking for the coil, but he's out of there. And the blink away. There's your Gush though. No phase shift available, and he couldn't get the Hex off in time, so he will end up falling there. He's going to be going for the Ag Scepter, which honestly is an item we've never seen on Puck, but now that it goes through BKB, and it's a potential, I believe, 6-second stun?
I disagree.
4.5.
We saw him last night, I think.
I mean, we're starting to see it on Puck, and it's really starting to work out. I wouldn't say it's necessarily a core item.
No, it's a nice item.
Well, look at this point on Puck.
Sense.
What are you going to build at this point?
That Dagon.
Yeah, but PA has a BKB. It's not going to help you against her. Why not build an Ags that goes through the BKB? Yeah.
But I mean, against PA, pretty much is either you pop your sight, or you get out. I mean,
yeah.
No item is gonna help you with that unless you're building an Abyssal Blade. So I would say even a Dagon, just for bursting someone else down. You know, taking the Lion out of the equation real fast. Maybe even managing to get a clutch extra damage into the 300 before popping his Ravage. Those kind of situations that you don't need to focus always on the cores on team fights. I mean, at least not as a 5, you know. They're not on that stage yet. If they're able to take out the supporting cast, they really have a better team fight in general. Now MJW is gonna jump into the pit, popping BKBs.
Trying to get the RP off, he just can't find him. They're kiting really well here, and the Mask of Madness helping them get away. Moo is actually going to pop the Ghost Scepter. Infinity trying to come in here, but Tide, he's waiting. He doesn't have a Ravage up, but he does have a Shiva's Guard.
Now that's a better reason why you have a Ghost Scepter.
That was a nice
searing
chains.
They can kind of do a damn thing about it. They can kind of do a damn thing
yeah.
about it. It's like, oh, you're ethereal. Well, I guess I'm just gonna run back because...
And meanwhile, I mean, Snaw, he's going after Roche, and he's doing tons of damage. He also has the BKB up, so...
That Bloodless paying off, man. Well, he doesn't even have Bloodless yet.
Yeah, it's just, Strafe. Rupture?
What?
You broke up on me there for a second, I think.
Yeah, like, I was saying that he had that Bloodless on, but he didn't even have it, which is the funniest part about it. It was like, you add up a Bloodless on pretty much 3 of these 4 heroes, and you're gonna demolish anyone.
Lokarn getting RP'd up. He will get multicasted down before he can get the Ravage off. He does have a buyback here, but this could be the end. His move. He gets Hexed up. He's silenced out as well. Ghost Scepter comes off, but it does nothing against the Hex. And actually, here comes the Ravage from Tide. A BKB off from SN7. The Abyssal Blade comes out on him, but I don't think it's enough. He gets the cleave damage and the bonus damage there. Move. Nice Searing Chains there. Snaw does go down, but comes right back with that Aegis. And no real casualties other than the buyback from Tide. It looks like they're going to disengage. Or are they? They're all waiting on the cliff. Puck throws out an orb.
I don't know.
PA with the dagger. She's coming back right now. She'll find Lust. And Scapegoat looking for more. But SN7, he's caught out now. He doesn't have a Lycan ult to get out with. He'll get Hex now, but a 4-man coil from Puck will do something. Or a 3-man coil, excuse me. And yeah, Scapegoat now with the double kill. This game is extremely close, but here's the problem. Other than the Jakiro and maybe the Ember Spirit, Men of Pauses can't really push.
Yeah. Also, it's like, who's gonna be the frontliner in here? Because I don't see Lokarn. Well, he does have a Shiva, so he has at least a decent amount of armor, which is nice. But I mean, versus Magical Burst, which Puck could again just go for, you know, extra damage in there. It's not really that much that they can do. However,
he's got a Ghost Scepter coming as well, though. Or no, that's Lion. Never mind. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Tide has a Salve.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a Salve for him. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we saw from last night's games, I think it was... No, I think it was the Pain games, actually. Never mind. That they were like 60-minute clutch salve tango into the enemy carry.
I want to say that somewhere along the line. I'm not remembering last night very well,
I was casting them
dude.
in Spanish, so of course we weren't casting it together. So
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure that the salve tactic is pretty solid when you don't have anything else to buy in.
Yeah.
At least when you're really, really needing to do a push.
So we were talking last night with Mizoku's Lion, just like, buy a bracer, buy some salves, buy anything, buddy. Of course, this Lion is doing much better, though. He's actually got 2 kills, and only 3 deaths, which, I mean, sure, it's a 1/6 of your enemy team's kills, but it's not much more. Have you seen Moo's effigy?
Let's see, Moon. Seeing Sleeping Joy, I see, oh yeah.
Coming for that booty.
Yep.
See, did I see any on the Radiant side? Let's see,
He could have done a better work with it, I think.
There's Shadow Fiend's scared one. Potom God from Infinity.
Let's see.
And like bruh from SN7. I'm assuming that's an inside joke.
Like,
Then you
bro,
shall not pass
do you
from
even live,
Sna.
man? Do you even live, bro? Like, bro, look at me, bro.
This one's the best.
Fuck, bro. Which one? This one?
Yeah, but
Oh my god, that's that's really good. That's really good. Sna, you're a really smart man. That's some qualities, FEG man, right there.
oh, Butter Ravage coming out on. Oh no, is that the 3rd Shiva Ravage of the game?
Well, I think.
I mean,
we
it
could
would have
say
hit
the
Lycan, but
second.
the BKB. Somebody in chat was saying there's your 2nd Shiva Ravage.
Well, here's the deal. Why I'm saying is the second, because the one that happened on the jungle was more of a dodge than actually a Shiva Ravage. It was more like the Clink just moved to that particular little spot between the outer rim of tentacle raping and just avoided the whole casualty. But, well, to be honest, he did whiff it on the Magnus as well. But he had a BKB. I don't know if that counts as a Shiva Ravage. I think the Shiva Ravage requires, like, you know, the targets to be vulnerable to it. So, I could say it's the second. This one. But, I mean, that's a pretty good move from, you know, Ehug, just forcing those out.
Yeah, and Tide isn't really close at all to a refresher. He's got 1,400 in the bank, and he's gonna need a lot more. I mean, that should be obvious, but yeah.
They're actually gonna try to pile up on the top lane, and you need to be very mindful of how much are they gonna actually clump because of the Ember Spirit. However, that tower is just pretty much dead. So
Oh no, and Lycan, he's gonna ult up here. He'll get Yule's up, but he will hit the Ghost Set or the BKB as soon as he comes down. Scapegoat coming in, does get hit with the RP, and Tide trying to move ahead. He doesn't have a Ravage available, but he does have Anchor Smash to do some serious damage. There's a good Hex off on Scapegoat, and a beautiful coil on the 2. But in the meantime, Clink's on the bot lane. He's gonna find himself a melee Rax, pop one more hit off on the ranged, and then just say, peace, I'm out. Later, guys. I think that's the, yeah, that was the 9-second BKB, and he's gonna go for MKB, I'm guessing. But that's another half a Rax down, and now Lycan Wolves Rat Dota kicking in. Jakiro's like, please, just stop.
That's why SN7 went for the melee.
You see this? He's still coming back, and he's like, I'm just gonna tickle it some.
Oh,
Come
that
on, guys.
region, man. That region is pretty OP.
There's no region on the range. Oh,
no, the region on the
wolves, yes.
Yeah, that region is pretty OP, man.
The Rupture, you so stupid. There's no region on the Rax. Oh, wait.
Wait, I'm not talking about that, you stupid ass white boy, Kappa.
Yeah, of course.
But, actually, yes, Scapegoat is still very squishy, all things considered. However, he does have a lot of armor. But, I mean, he's quite killable.
I mean, there's all mega creeps on our...
Radiant's middle tower
What are they? They're technically super creeps, right? Oh crap, did I just miss
Super
something
creep.
big? I missed something big. There's a Ravage coming out on a few. I'm sorry about that. The Moon,
Nice.
he gets a double kill. Scapegoat on a killing spree. They force out 2 buybacks, and they're
the
TPing back
Abyssal?
him right now. The Abyssal,
Close.
where was the Abyssal? Nice 3-man coil by Infinity, and he's gonna find one with the snap. He'll get the Ravage off, or the RP off on the Tidehunter, and yeah, they take down 2 big heroes. MJW gonna go down in return, but they'll take Moo down with him. And PA forced to buy back, same with Ember.
Yeah, the Abyssal was on Sna, but he just barely got away with like 300
Yeah.
hit points. So that was really, really clutch from him.
Yeah, he's really farming well.
He's really stretching his hero out to his limits, pretty much. It's like it's quite impressive, to be honest. It's like getting away with like 100 hit points or such.
Yeah, and I have confirmed these are super creeps, not mega creeps now.
Yeah.
Yeah, mega creeps are only when you have all 3 racks. And they have super melee creeps everywhere. That's so weird to say it. Super melee creep.
Just super creeps.
It's a bird. It's a praying. No, it's just super creeps.
Yeah.
Actually,
They're
top
just
rack's gonna
jacked
go
up.
down, though.
They had Jesus juice.
Yeah.
They're actually gonna go for this again? I'm not sure. I mean, they did lots of Magnus.
There's a Clinks in your base, guys.
Yeah,
And he just turned them super creeps into mega creeps.
Also, I mean, even though you lost the Magnus, it's like, well, he used his RP already, and he's gonna be up as soon as he respawns. So
It's the all-in, though, from Men of Pauses. Lust, he's gonna go Scepter up. He'll be going down anyway. Didn't get much off in terms of crowd control. And they're gonna base race it, it looks like.
they got Magnus.
Yeah, they take the racks, but they have to commit right now. They either have to commit or defend really hard.
It's MKB time, boys.
I really think that Menopauses really need to commit here. They need to take down this throne right now, or they're going to be in huge trouble. Tidehunter can defend against these simply because of Kraken Shell and Armor Reduction, but there's another coil. Scapegoat Hex up as well. The BKB is coming out from nearly everyone as Lycan takes down PA. No buyback on her. There's the RP from Magnus, and this is exactly what you were talking about. It's definitely GG. Scapegoat's going to call it, and Ehug pulling one out toward the end. It was looking like Menopauses might take it there, but as soon as Magnus got back up, it was just over. Okay, JJ. Yep, there we go.
They just gave Ehug a little bit too much time. I mean, when they were committing on the middle lane and they pushed the racks, they should have gone just way straight for the throne. Not even, no questions asked.
Not even going for the racks,
30
just taking the
seconds that
tower
they had
and going
in,
for it.
and they were like, "Oh my God, we actually need to go in." No, that's the mistake that I feel Menopauses did here. Still, I mean, it's not played out of his mind, you know. Pretty much the strategic mastery going there. You know, it's like, okay, I know you guys are you know, past our river, so we're just gonna try to rat it out everywhere. And I mean, for as much as Locarn tried to do with the Tidehunter, by the way, losing his 100% win rate, he just couldn't cope with this because it's a freaking Clinks. He destroys towers. That's what he does. Also destroying people as well, but
and racks. But yeah. Anyways, guys, it's not over yet for Menopauses. In fact, it won't even be over tonight for them because they can still drop down to the lower bracket. But we'll see if they can bring it back in game number 2 in just a moment here. I'm SP Revolution 5, joined by Rupture and Initiator on stats, and we will be right back. So thank you for watching, and see you in a second.